Good, super early morning. Ah, my goodness. Um, I've been trying to do this video for days, but I'm such a rambler and I really wanted to do it as best as I can. But, oh, sorry about the glare in my glasses. I keep trying to fix it. Anyways, I was in bed trying to sleep. And I kept being reminded of baddies, of being food, and what's out there preying on us. And I just had a personal, I just had a personal experience because we're all vulnerable. No one is spared. There are things that we can do to mitigate, to maybe even protect ourselves. And I can go over that in this video a little bit. And this may just be part one, but my voice would not let me sleep and just kept plaguing me, and I just kept going over this video. So here it is. My name is Belinda. I am a grandmother. I'm 69 years old this month. I have a lot of things in my that I have learned that I really feel I need to share. I've shared with my children and some of my grandchildren, and I know there are many ways to get things out. I consider myself a person that plants seeds. That's all. Just all. That's all. I'm sorry. So, the video about stop being food, and I mean you, all of us, And if you think that you cannot be preyed upon, no matter how good or evil you are, first of all, if you're really rotten and bad and do a lot of bad things that you know are bad, they already got you. So, this will only help you if you want to get out of it. But there's a lot of people that don't know what to do in some of these cases. Yes, there's all kinds of information, out in the internet, and people talking about it all the time. They've been talking about this for centuries. But what they don't tell you is the things that you can do. Not very many people. I think the majority of the people don't know exactly how to help themselves in these type of situations. So that's what I'm here to try to do. Give you some pointers. Now, I try to make this an entertainment because, the main thing we're here is to enjoy this wonderful life and to have fun now. But of course, we live in a world of duality. So where there's good, there's evil. So we need to discuss the evil part. It doesn't have to be scary, okay? First of all, you need to lose fear. That is the number one. And you have to know that there are higher powers, because like I said, if there's evil, there's good. If there's a devil, there's God. So I'm going to use the word God and devil only because of where I live and how I grew up. And those were kind of the terms that were used. So God is love. He always has been. I don't care what anybody else says, because it's God is love. If anything that wants to harm something or someone else, and especially yourself, it's not from God, it's from the devil. It's the bad. God wills it. No, he does not will it. He wants us to love each other. So, anyways, I'm going to call them baddies. And they're all over the place. They're all kinds of different kinds of them. No matter where you go, I mean, all over the world, they have their own names for it. They have, it's like, it doesn't matter what you call them. They're all the same. They're here for one thing. They're here to feed off of us. They don't want us to be happy, because happy and love is what saves us. Because that's what we're here to be. We're here to do is to live in this beautiful, wonderful planet, feel all of the emotions, because it's a duality, So we learn balance. We learn balance in everything, because those negative emotions that they're feeding off of scientifically have been proven that make us sick and even can kill us, cause horrible terminal diseases. That's not me speaking. That's the science community saying that, the medical fields, which I had a little bit, was in it for a little while. Anyways, so how can you tell if you're being bothered or you have something in your home? Well, we're really, really smart. So if something happens, like me, there's been a couple of days that at the corner of my eye, I see something like flash by. And I'm thinking it's, someone that, someone that's living with me, a person walking by or something. And then I'll look and the person hasn't moved. And that's happened a couple of times. So that kind of stuff, human nature, we blow it off. We say, my imagination or whatever, And then he had been saying that he's been smelling like urine or something. And it's like, well, I don't know where that's coming from. Like, especially in our bedroom. I said, I don't pee, I don't know. Had our grandkids over, but they're old enough, they don't pee in bed or nothing. So I don't smell anything. So just, this has been going on, seeing things in the corner of my eyes. And then I was laying in bed and all of a sudden I rolled over and I started smelling a faint smell of like old year pee, like maybe a urinal or something. There's no reason why that should be, that smell should be in my bedroom. So when you cannot find a reason for some type of nasty smell, because they do, when they're around you, they don't smell very nice. It's just their energy is low and it's not nice. So, and another thing too is I was listening to music that always puts me in a really, really good mood, because that's what I use to get into a happy, loving mood. Is I have found that music helps me, and it helps a lot of people. Well, I was listening to this one particular song, and it was making me happy, but then all of a sudden it switched. And I started feeling really, really, really sad about situations in my past. And I started feeling like, it felt like I was going into this pit of sorrow. I was crying. I was texting a person, asking for forgiveness. I was just going deep, 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 deep. And that's not me, okay? Because I'm a really upbeat person. And the Lord works in mysterious ways. my friend came up to me because I had my headphones on as I was listening because they were watching TV, came up to me and touched me and started being silly, and it knocked me out of it. And and then I changed I realized, whoa, you know, that is really, that was weird. So I wound up putting another song that really loved this. It just puts me in such a dreamy mood. It took a little bit, but I got out of that mood and I started feeling really good again. So adding all that up in a day and a half, 2 day period, it's kind of a red flag. And so my brother is a shaman. He's a great shaman, powerful shaman. And he's always told me that if I ever feel something like that, don't confront it, because that's not my job, and it'll just start all kinds of trouble. So I was supposed to pray to God and ask him to have him come to my home and check and see if it is something bad in my home and deal with it. Well, it has happened, unfortunately, quite often that I did do that, and it was almost immediately the smell left. And so I thanked my brother, I thanked God, and I'm laying there and it's like, girl, you need to get on YouTube and upload this video, because if I'm going through this now, if I'm going through it tonight, how many people are out there going through this and they don't even know what to do? And it's so simple. It is so simple. Now, there are things that you should not mess with because they're very serious. And what they do is, okay, I'm going to protect myself. Protect me as I speak on this subject. Angel Michael, protect me. There are very powerful demons and elementals that we have no power to protect ourselves. I mean, to get rid of them. There are some things that we can do to keep, negative energy, not attract them. Regular people can do things in their home so that there are different levels. We're not talking about Satan and all those other major demons, that you should never use their name. We're not talking about those. Those you need professional help. Get a shaman, priest, somebody. But it is serious because they will take over your life. They will make you sick. They will change your personality. Like the Marvel movie, The Scarlet Witch, where you see her, she's over here with her hands in the head as she's messing with their brain and their perception. That's what they do, because they want you to be miserable, because they're feeding off of you, and that's how come you get sick. You hang around a lot. You hang around a lot around negative energy, and you will get sick because that's not us. You know, we vibrate higher, they vibrate lower. Our energies don't mix. It's like oil and water. And it just makes us sick, especially the longer you're around it. So if you know someone in your home or someone in your family that's out of character, you know, and you know, and well, they're drinking, you know, excuse me, baddies will try all kinds of things to keep you miserable. And the number one thing that they do is fear. Because if you are afraid, then all of the other emotions come in. You get sad, you get depressed, you get angry, you get hateful, you get resentment, you get guilt. And they all stem from fear. And you don't have to be afraid. If you believe in a higher power, that's all you need. That is all you need. Believe. And know that he will take care of you, or she or it, whatever it is, whomever you believe. They will. But I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. And if you believe in God or whatever, pray to your higher power and ask them for protection. Excuse me, I burped. Now, one of the things you can do is, I learned a long time ago that negative energy doesn't like nice smells. Again, because things that smell nice, they don't like it. And, you know, like flowers and candles. So when you light those things and use those in your home, incense, with the intention of, you know, protecting your home, then, you know, that helps. And then no arguing. Like in your home, do not argue. If you're upset or you're pissed off at somebody, go outside. Go outside and argue. Because you start arguing in your house, you're going to attract them. Because that stuff is like radar, like I said, food to them. You know, imagine your favorite type of foods and just put, you know, like hatred could be like the most wonderful ice cream that you've ever had, you know, and fear, oh my God, what can fear be? You know, whatever it is, a filet mignon or chicken Alfredo, whatever kind of food that you like. When you start feeling hatred and anger, they emit energy. They all have their own energy. I'm just using food as an example. So you're pissed off. And so then all of a sudden, you start emitting and smelling like the vibration of hating, of being angry. And you're going to attract. It's just like a lion can smell its prey. You know, tigers and lions and bears, they can smell their prey. A mosquito can sense us and they come suck our bloods. There are parasites that stick to you, to your energy field, and then just just eat off of you. And how can you tell? Well, there's a lot of ways. Quick and easy is you're tired all the time. No matter how much sleep you get, you're always tired. And you don't like people. You start not wanting to be around people. You start like thinking weird thoughts, like feeling that nice, not nice things about yourself, or start getting suspicious. You just they start isolating you, and it just gets worse and worse. You start getting sick. You start, and the thing is that we hear things. We have a voice. Everybody has an inner voice. And back in the day, they used to say, oh, we have an angel here and a devil here. Well, yeah, it is. It is kind of that, because our inner voice is, if it's telling you good things, then it's God talking to you. Or if you believe in angels and your guides and that, if it's positive, it's a higher power. But if it's not love, if it's not a love type of good type of thought, then it is not God. Who knows who it is? But it's not him. It is a baddie. And you need to not listen to it. You need to pray or ask for help and to remove that. And one of the main things to do is find a happy place. And by I mean is feel. Because emotions, we feel emotions. And that is the secret. We need to feel love. How do you feel love? Some people are so deep into sorrow and hatred and everything, fear about everything. And it's like, well, just think of what, do you love a puppy dog, a kitty cat, your baby, a grandchild? Remember how it felt to love your lover when you first met? Think about, try to find things that make you feel happy. Going to the beach, the sound, a particular sound. I have a childhood sound of propellered airplanes flying overhead, and I would lay down on the cement walkway in front of our house, and the sun was beating down on me. I was little, but every time I hear that sound, it just makes me feel so peaceful. So something like that, a song. Whatever it is for you, it's what you hang on to. So when you just play it, or play that sound, that song, that memory over and over and over again until you can start feeling it, and you're going to feel happy, and that raises your energy, and that helps keep things away. Now there are things that there are many other things that you can do that I will be doing a video on, but there's so much information out there that can help you in the meantime. I just want to make things really, really simple, because what I have realized in my lifetime is that we make things very, very complicated that don't have to be complicated. It is really simple. It really, really is. It's faith. It's trust in your higher power or in yourself, that you can get help. You are not alone. You can get help. And that's one of the things that they do. They make you feel like you're alone and nobody can help you. So I hope this has helped you. Again, like I said, I tried to get this video out before and it just didn't come out right. And I don't know how this is going to come out. I am just going to upload it, and I kind of want to do that on this channel. I don't want to do really any editing, because I know that God speaks to me and tells me what to say, helps me speak. And one of the reasons why I know is because I can just start talking with somebody and I'm giving them advice or giving them knowledge or whatever, and then I don't remember what I said, but they do. So there's many ways to tell when God is speaking to you and through you. And there I will be covering some tips that can help you. My best one right now, immediately in an emergency, is to pray to God, because He will send help. He will send His angels. My brother's name is Michael. Michael Angel is his name, and he is known as Messenger Michael, Messenger Mike. So if you're afraid and you don't know what to do, pray to your God and ask Him to send Messenger Mike to at least check it out, to see if it's not your imagination, if there's something really there. And you always have Archangel Michael. All the archangels, they may have their specialties, but they will protect. Every single one of you will protect you. I know this sounds kind of preachy, and I'm sorry, but because of what happened to me recently, just now, I was kind of forced to not go to sleep and come out and make this video. So please, you are never alone. Your higher power loves you, and that's how you can tell when they're speaking to you, or it is it, he, she, whatever it is, how you see it. I love you. I really, really do. So I know that if they can be bothering me, and my brother's always, did you cleanse your house? Did you cleanse your house? And he scolds me all the time because, they're so special cleansing. And I do have some YouTube creators that are absolutely amazing that I have learned. Sorry about the moving. I have the phone on my hands. Like I told you, I'm totally not ready for this. But I have a few YouTube video creators that are absolutely amazing. And I will share their YouTube names so that you can also learn how to protect yourself, your home, your children, your family. And I hope that you will check out my next videos. I will go more in depth. I'm feeling like this is it. So I'm not questioning it. I know there's a lot more to cover, but you can find all the information that you want about baddies on the internet. They're everywhere. So I'm not here to really, my reason here wasn't just to talk about them personally. It's about what they are, what they do, and they feed on you, and they do feed on you, and you will get sick. They give you, they make you sick because they feed on your energy, and you get low energy, and then you just spiral down. And if you want to know a little more, I can do a part 2 But there's all kinds out there, and I'm willing to talk more if you like. So I hope to be in touch with you, and be safe, love, and be happy. And I love you. Mwah. See, I wasn't ready. Look at my nails. I, I, I wanted, I wanted to at least put some makeup on, do my hair. It ain't gonna happen, you know. When you're called to do a video and get some information out, I'm learning that I just gotta do it. Love you. Good night.